Hey everyone, it's Wednesday, October 26th, 2022. We cut down all those trees back there by where the barn's going to be erected on Monday. A lot easier to do it before the barn's built. But once we cut all that up, we came up here to the northern part of the property where there's a good clear spot. A lot of sand, this whole sand thing. This is where the company before us had a burn pit. This is where we've used a burn pit. And because this is all pine, we did get rain last night. The ground is nice and wet. That's got quite a bit of moisture in it. So I figured today's probably the safest day to do this. It's actually one of our smaller fires. But what I'm doing is also washing the tractor, or rinsing it off, since I've got to sit here and babysit this fire. But it's my project today. I'm also going to do a little box plating. Here we are about 20-30 minutes into burning this mess. Having to put some water on it just in the really hot spots. But other than that, it's burning pretty quick. It's all pine. Again, ground's super wet. It just finished raining maybe 2 hours ago. So keeping all sprayed down, not making much progress on the tractor, but starting to look a little better. It's not really the priority, just something to do while I've got to sit here and babysit the fire anyways. You can see the amount of dirt because it's been so dry. Can't even wipe through it. But tractor's pretty gross. Get it cleaned off, hosed off so we can get it dirty again, but still sitting here babysitting this fire. About an hour into the fire. Got the tractor hosed off pretty good. Get it dirty again later today, but at least knock the dirt off of it. I think the fire's pretty much now, all the pine needles are for the most part gone. The intensity of the fire wasn't really that bad because the stuff's still real green, but all the little stuff's pretty much almost gone. So I'm gonna start box blading, keeping an eye on the fire, so be doing a lot of work up here. This is where our mulching guy did a bunch of mulching. The first round, you can see that there's some big ruts. This is where there was a tree stump, but where they did all this construction work and pulled all the trees out, they just left craters where the tree stumps were, I guess. So I'm also gonna have to bring up a couple buckets of sand and dirt from down below, but you can see here that it's kind of a substantial hole. It's probably about a foot deep, probably about 6 feet in diameter. So dump some dirt in there, some other ruts back in here. Our mulching guy also said he can come out here with a great big rake, break up a bunch of this stuff and smooth it out with a blade on that same machine. Here's another massive, massive hole. So that's probably even more buckets of dirt, but either way, all I got's time. So it's my project starting today. Fire's been burning for probably about 4 or 5 hours now. I just doused it with a bunch of water, really cool it off. Keep an eye on it for a little while, see if it sparks back up, but quite a bit of water on it. I'm gonna head and go get some lunch. But been moving a bunch of dirt up here to fill in this low spot, along with doing some box blading. Filled in low spots over there. But what I was doing is working way down there where Emily's future garden could be. Been smoothing it out, and as we get some dirt piles, been moving those dirt piles up here. So again, this is the area where there's the storm ditch that I got to build up this swell, or the horse path. So that's where we're at here at Deer Run Farms. So here we are, 7:30 at night. Stars are starting to come out. Our fire's still going. Our neighbors have a fire there in the distance. So I started this fire at about 8:30, 9 o'clock this morning. You saw that I watered it down and kind of put it out to go eat lunch. Came back, it was smoking, but wasn't really burning. So I took the tractor, pushed logs back in, and it's gonna sit here and watch it for another hour or so, let it burn down. Spray it with water if we need to before we go home. The wind is non-existent, so sit here and smolder all night, or we'll spray some water on it. But either way, that's how the day ended at Deer Run Farm.